Hey sis, when are you gonna be home? I'm almost ready for work and wanted to get there a bit early today. That is not my responsibility. When I asked if I could borrow the car for the project yesterday, you said you would take me. Well, I'm not close to home. I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. I'm supposed to be there in 30 minutes. Sounds like a you problem. Now stop pestering me. I'm trying to have fun with my boyfriend. I know that you aren't with Colin. He just stopped by to see you. He's only one of a few of my boyfriends. What? Does he know that? What does it matter? And don't even think about telling him. You know what they say about hating the messenger. It's shooting the messenger. Whatever, I don't care. You promised to take me to work today. I'm trying to save up for college. Maybe you should ask Mom and Dad to cover it for you. Oh, that's right. They can only afford to send one of us. And since I'm the smart one, of course they're going to spend that money on my education. I'm also the pretty one, the funny one, and the fun one. Of course you are. That's why you don't need to make things harder for me. You promised to take me to work. Get a lift. Pay someone, I don't care. You aren't gonna make your problem my emergency. It's really expensive to get there at this time of day. Then it sounds like you need to be brainstorming how to get to work on the cheap. Go use that tiny little brain of yours to think about your dead-end job and leave me alone. Mom, Carolyn said she isn't gonna take me to work. I'm supposed to be there soon. Ugh, why are you bothering me while I'm at work? I don't have time to deal with this. I don't have a right to work. I was supposed to have the car today, but you said Carolyn could take it for an errand. But she was supposed to be back in time to get me to work. Seriously, Sienna, why is everything drama, drama, drama with you? I'm not in a position to do anything about it. But they've threatened to fire me if I'm late again. Then you'll learn to be on time. I've only been late 3 times, all because Carolyn has pulled this stunt. Stop blaming your sister for your mistakes. And if you message me again, I'll let your father know that you're starting up again. I'm sorry for bothering you. I doubt you mean it. And make sure you leave dinner on the counter so I can heat it up when I get there. I already did. Don't take that tone with me, young lady. Sorry, Mom. Can you believe it? We're finally graduating. Yeah, it's great we finally reached this point. And from here, we get to go to college and do whatever we want. Now that is something I'm definitely looking forward to. Of course you are, girl. With that family of yours, oof. I mean, they act like the big bad stepfamily. Yeah, can't say I'm gonna miss them. Honestly, I don't think they even realize I'm going to college. You didn't tell them you got into tech? Seriously? They're kind of ignoring me right now, so I don't want to remind them that I'm leaving. I'm sure they'll try to force me to stay. After all, they'll have a lot more work once I'm gone. No kidding. Well, you get to leave all of that in the dust. And you'll get a chance to really party. That's really not my thing. Besides, I'll have to keep my grades up to stay in school. Once I'm out of that house, I have no intention of returning. Got it. But forget about your family for a while. Now it's time to celebrate leaving this pop stamp. That I can do.
Sienna, why isn't dinner on the table?
Hi, Dad. I'm unpacking at my new dorm.
You're what? We already told you that we don't have money to spend on your college education. Your sister has the brains and aptitude, so we're sending her. We need you here, watching your younger brother and sister when you aren't working. And what about the rent you're supposed to be paying us? We were counting on that.
I told you several times that I got a full scholarship as well as a couple of small ones. You guys don't need to pay for a thing. The education, room, and board and food are all taken care of.
But you have a responsibility to us. Your mother and I can't work and take care of the kids.
Carolyn still lives there. Have her help you.
She's busy with school. We aren't gonna compromise her future just because you're selfish.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
If you're so sorry, then come home and do what you're told.
Think of it this way. I'm not there anymore, so you'll save all of that money. You won't need to feed me, clothe me, or anything else. I imagine the bills will go down too.
That could be true, but we still need someone to help the kids with their homework, and to take care of the house and meals.
I'm sure you guys will work something out.
Either you come home now, or you're never welcome here again.
Okay.
So you're returning? Good. I expect you back in 30 minutes. Pick up food on the way here.
Sorry, I meant okay and that I'm fine I'm not welcome there now.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Quite easily. I'm not there now and there's nothing you can do to me.
I will let your school know that you're shirking your duties to your family.
Do you even know what school I'm attending?
I'm sure it's one of the local community colleges or something.
Of course you don't remember. That's okay though. I mean, now that you're threatening me, I'm glad that you don't know.
So help me, I will make you come home.
Don't forget, Billy's allergic to peanuts and Sandy is going through a picky eater phase. Preparing your meals is tricky, but I'm sure you guys can manage.
I will stop paying for your phone.
You never paid my phone bill, remember? That was one of the reasons why I got a job. Anyway, I need to get going. I need to finish unpacking and pay the movers.
I'm not paying for any of that.
Right, you aren't. I did. Gotta go. Hey, Sienna. I need you to help me plan my wedding. Hi, Carolyn. Long time no talk. Why don't we keep it that way? Oh, please, spare me your horrible attitude. It's been ages since you moved out. You should be an adult by now. Despite you having left us in a horrible situation, I'm willing to let you help me with my wedding. I would say that's sweet, but I know that you aren't doing it to include me. What's that supposed to mean? You want to dump all of the work on me. Then if anything isn't perfect, you'll blame me. So no, I'm not going to do anything for you. Not for your wedding, not for your children, not for anything you need ever. Look who has gotten a massive ego over the last 15 years. It seems to me that you need the family to keep you grounded. Because clearly you are delusional about your abilities. Thanks, I really needed a laugh. What's so funny about what I said? The only times you got bad grades on projects were when they were group projects, and that's because you couldn't force me to do the work for you. That's not true. And that pathetic excuse that you were bad at testing, that's because I was the one doing all of your work. The tests were a reflection of how you never studied or learned anything. The problem wasn't that you didn't test well, it was because you couldn't force me to take the tests for you. When you graduated from school, my grades got so much better. I can't believe you're still so jealous of me, trying to take credit for all of my hard work. Everyone knows that I'm the smartest. That's why I actually finished college. You were the only other one who ever got into college, but we know you didn't graduate. What do you mean you know I didn't graduate? Because if you had, you would have invited us to graduation, duh. I invited Mom and Dad to graduation, but never heard back. Yeah, right. If that were true, you would have come home and been so loud and obnoxious about it. Oh, talking about yourself, I see. Because I never expected anyone in the family to care. Does poor little Sienna feel like playing the victim? Who's a pathetic little person? You are. Oh, bless your heart. Why don't you try Googling my name, honey? I finished my degree in 3 years, got my master's the next year, and I put both of them to good use. I'm using my degree too. That's why I'm an important payroll clerk at McGregor's. You know, the huge fast food corporation. So obviously I'm making something of myself. And my soon-to-be husband runs a McGregor's. So as you can tell, I'm too busy and important to spend time planning a wedding. I'm sure Mom would love to help you, because honestly, I have absolutely no interest in doing anything else for you. It's not like you have anything better to do. I mean, you can claim to have a degree, but no one who knows you would believe that you have one, let alone two. Did you ever learn how to use a computer? Or do you understand what I mean by Google my name? You are the idiot here, not me. I don't have to do anything you say. You're right, you don't have to do what I say. And I don't have to listen to you anymore. Congrats on getting someone to agree to marry you. Hopefully you aren't still a cheater. I'm not the same girl I was 15 years ago. Unlike you, I've matured. And like I said, I don't have time for all the tedious planning of the wedding. I've already picked what I will do. You need to handle the rest. As you already pointed out, I don't have to do anything you say. Now do me a favor and lose this number. I really don't want to have to change it after all of these years. Oh, you do have to do what I say. Oh, sweetie, everyone has the right to occasionally act foolish. You've been violating that privilege the whole time I've known you. What is that even supposed to mean? Are you trying to insult me? Oh, was that a little too subtle for you? Let me be a little clearer. I would say that you are as dumb as a brick, but at least bricks know how to keep a door open. How dare you? Wait until I tell our parents how you're treating me. It's impossible to underestimate you. There is just no depths to which you won't sink. You have to call in your biggest supporters to be your flying monkeys. I won't put up with this. All you have to do is stop texting, genius. Oh, that works too. That's the best birthday present you could give me. Blocked, hopefully, forever. I saw what you said to your sister. It brought even her to tears, you monster. I see that things really haven't changed. When your favorite child gets hurt, you swoop in to help her. Then again, I have you and Dad's constant neglect and dismissal of me as the reason why I turned out the way I did. Don't you dare blame us for your turning out to be a horrible person. We raised you right. You were just too rotten to understand what we tried to teach you. What you taught me did help me become who I am. I've already acknowledged that. The monster you've become is not our fault. Monster, you say? Is that really what you want to call me? I would like to say that you're the lowest of the low, the worst kind of ingrate, and an abomination. But some people might think I'm a horrible mother if I were to express my real thoughts about you. Aw, it's so nice to see how you really feel about me. I kind of always knew, but now I can feel comfortable in my decision to block all of you. Although I do feel a bit bad for my younger siblings. I guess I could extend an offer to let them live with me if you guys treated them just as horribly as you treated me. We treated all of our children well, and you were the only one who had such a horrible attitude. I'll look into how they turned out. Carolyn said something about no one else graduating from college? We offered to pay for their education, but Willard is currently in prison for stealing cars. And little Susie moved in with her boyfriend a few years ago after getting knocked up. And neither of them has been nearly so horrible as you. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but that would be a lie. You always overindulge the rest of them. It's not our fault they turned out so messed up. You were the one who was responsible for them. Ah, yes, the second child needed to be a parent, and yet had no power or authority. I did what I could. But your kids all turned out the way they did because of how you and Dad treated us. Clearly we did something wrong raising you. Since I turned out nothing like my siblings, I would say that's right. So you refused to help Carolyn plan the wedding? Absolutely. Then you're no longer a member of this family. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen you guys in about 15 years and stopped sending you guys emails after the first time I graduated. What do you mean the first time? I would say check your emails for the invitations, but I have a feeling that you didn't keep anything from me. Why would we? You were never a good child, and we had more than enough to deal with when you abandoned us. That's because I did a lot for you guys when I lived there. Not that you guys ever cared. You were always so worthless and incompetent. The meals you cooked were mediocre at best, and you always had the worst grades. That's because I had to do my siblings' homework first. And I always had to do Carolyn's projects. You know what? It doesn't matter anymore.
You don't matter anymore. You're officially out of the family.
Again?
Sienna, is this about you?
Do you really not recognize your own daughter?
The woman looks nothing like you. This can't possibly be you, right?
Well, why do you wonder if it's me since it can't possibly be your worthless daughter?
I never said that.
Oh, Jim, you've said so much worse.
If that really is you, then I demand you repay your mother and I for everything we did for you. If you really are that much of a success, you owe us for making that happen.
You know what, Jim? You're right. If you guys had treated me the same as your other kids, I would probably be a loser too. However, I think that me not calling CPS on you for the way you treated me was enough of a payment.
How dare you? They would have immediately left when they realized you were lying.
I don't really feel like arguing with you. Can we just skip to the part where you block me already? Carol and Carolyn already have.
I demand money for what we did to help you.
You people are really exhausting. I guess my best move is to finally give up this number so that you can't contact me again.
You can't block us out of your life. We will find you and make you pay for everything we did for you.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even live in the US anymore. Which one of your other children is gonna find me? Apparently none of them have any idea how to be adults.
We still have Carolyn. She's the best child we could ask for, and I fully expect you to pay for her wedding.
Oh wow, you guys are entirely delusional! Besides, you guys have already frozen me out of your lives. I'm not letting any of you back in now. Enjoy your life choices. I have nothing to do with you guys now.
You owe us. You must obey your father.
Hey, sister. I'm sorry I got so angry earlier. I was just hurt by the way you talked to me. Sure, that's as good a lie as any. Why would you call me a liar? I'm your loving older sister. What? You know that I've always loved having you around. You're so special to me. Oh, please stop. My sides are splitting from laughing so hard. Why are you being so rude to me? Carolyn, I won't help you plan your wedding. I am not giving you any money to help or pay for your wedding. I don't care about your registry because I'm getting you nothing for getting married. Consider my present to you the fact that you actually got into college and now are in a better position than our other siblings. How dare you say that to me? Ugh. As much as I hated doing it, I ended up finally getting a new phone number. I didn't give up the one I had since I was young because, well, it was the first thing I really got for myself. I even still have the old phone that I bought when I got that number. I ignored the old phone number for a few months, long enough to know that my former family would give up trying to contact me that way. And honestly, it was kind of nice to get a new personal number. Almost like the final break from the people who always treated me horribly. Carolyn did get married, but from what I heard, it didn't last once her husband realized that she wasn't able to do anything without her parents getting involved. Apparently, my parents had started spending well above their means, so when they tried to move in with her and her husband, he kicked all of them out. Since he owned the property before the marriage, she wasn't entitled to anything. She and my parents now lived together in a small house. Jim tried to retire only to find out that he had used up all of his savings. Carol actually had a bid in her 401k, but they ended up using that for a down payment on a house that was well outside of their budget. I think they have managed to keep making payments on it, but I know that the utilities get cut off regularly. They were trying to get Sally and her family to move in with them, probably trying to get them to take over more of the payments. I have no idea if she's that gullible. She always seemed like the most intelligent out of my siblings, so I wouldn't be surprised if Sally avoided them. My business is thriving, and I'm currently engaged to a gorgeous firefighter. We met when one of the venues where I had gone to a conference had a huge fire. He helped save me and ended up getting my number before leaving me with the paramedics. It was funny that he had no idea who I was. Then again, the people in tech usually aren't known by people outside the industry. He's an amazing man, and he treats me like a queen. We've been talking about wedding dates, and I'm sure that children won't be too far behind. I can't wait to have my own family to love and raise. Hey Mom, I'm not doing well in school. I think I need a break. I know how much you sacrificed so I could go to college, but right now I think I need to take some time away from the academic world. Would you be angry if I did take time off?
Oh, honey, you don't need to worry. I know that you've been struggling. If you think that taking a semester or a year off of school will help you, I support you. Just make sure that you put that time to good use, okay?
What do you mean?
You need to be productive.
So you want me to get a job or something? That's not really taking a break.
It is taking a break from schoolwork, but it doesn't have to be a job. You could do volunteering or something like that. I just don't want you sitting around doing nothing.
But the whole point of taking a break is to relax.
You're an adult now. Taking months off is no longer an option.
Just go on and say it. You don't want me to take a break.
I'm okay with you taking a break from school. I'm not okay with you just staying home and doing nothing while you're on break.
Fine. I guess I can look for an easy job or something.
You have a lot of options, so you don't have to work.
I got it. You don't have to keep talking about it, jeez.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew you had options. The time should be productive. Something that will benefit you later.
I know. Good grief, Mom. You don't need to keep explaining things to me like I'm a child.
I just want to make sure that you're learning to balance what you want to do with what you need to do.
Mom, I'm in college. I don't need you over-explaining things to me.
All right, I get it.
When will you be coming home? The semester finishes in 3 weeks. I'll come home that weekend.
Okay, I guess I should let you know that I've started seeing someone.
What? You started dating?
Not just dating. I have a boyfriend.
Really? Wow, Mom. I didn't think I would ever see the day. You've been single ever since you had me.
Yeah, losing your father was a lot. It was easier to focus on raising you than to worry about dating again.
Way to put all the blame on me.
I'm not blaming you. You saved me from the grief. By the time you were older and didn't require all of my attention, I had plenty of other things to deal with. I mean, I was still a teenager when I had you, so I had changed a lot since you were born.
Stop! Don't make me feel guilty for your mistakes.
I don't look at any of it as a mistake. I loved your father. When he died, I was heartbroken. I was glad that I had you.
Sure, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, I guess that explains why you haven't been bothering me nearly so much.
Yeah, after you said that you were feeling suffocated, I figured it would be better to let you have your space. I took up a few hobbies, and that's when I met Chris. He's great. Probably because he's in his early 40s, so he knows how to treat a woman.
I'll bet. He's lucky to have someone younger than him. You just turned 38.
It's only a 4-year age difference. That's not nearly so much when you get to be our age. And he makes me happy. You'll get a chance to see when you come home. He comes over often, but I'll make sure that we aren't too much when you're around.
Thanks, but I do have to say congratulations on finally putting yourself out there. I'm really looking forward to the break now.
We don't spend every minute of every day together.
When did you start dating?
We started dating almost a year ago, but we've been official for about 8 months.
That explains so much. I thought you were finally starting to mellow. You used to be so clingy and overbearing. I guess finding a man was the right thing for you.
Well, it has certainly taken up a bit of my time. I'm glad that you've enjoyed hearing from me less.
I was afraid that you were upset that I wasn't calling you every week. Not at all. I've loved not having you contacting me all the time. It felt like you didn't trust me.
I'm sorry. That wasn't it at all. Just missed my girl.
Yeah, that's because you chose to live through me instead of having your own life.
Not at all. When you first moved away, you called me almost every day. I wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you too.
I didn't call you that often.
Yes, you did. I felt bad since I was the one who talked you into going to a school so far away.
Sure, tell yourself that. In reality, I always wanted to go far away. Living with you was so suffocating. Anyway, I have to go. One of my friends just broke up with her boyfriend, so we're gonna take her out on the town.
Okay, have a great time.
I will.
I love you.
Love you too, Mom. I'm gonna be home late.
Don't you have an interview tomorrow?
Mom, I don't need you doing that.
Doing what? Reminding you that you have something important tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm well aware. I'll be home in plenty of time to get to bed and get the sleep I need. You only need to work on yourself.
Okay, I know. You're an adult. But so far, you aren't using your break the way we agreed.
OMG, Mom! If this is how you're gonna be, I might just go back to college.
I'm not sure you'll be able to do that for a while. You'll have to talk to the school about when you can start back.
I know what I need to do, Mom. Jeez. Stop acting like I'm an idiot.
I'm not, honey. You need to calm down. I know just how you tend to leave things until a bit late. You get mad when I don't remind you about stuff, and it's already been 6 months. It's probably time for you to start working on getting back to school anyway.
Mom, stop! I don't need you to mother me. I'll be home late, if at all.
If you don't come home, please at least let me know that you're okay.
Leave me alone, and I just might. If you keep hounding me, though, I'm gonna go no contact.
What? I'm just worried about you.
Ever since you went to college, you've started acting rebellious and standoffish. It's because I realized that you're worse than a helicopter parent. You just have to know everything. I have my own life to live, so just back off.
Okay. Just please let me know that you're safe if you don't come home. I won't text back or anything. I just want to know you're okay.
Whatever. Later.
I love you. Hey, Chris. I'll have dinner ready around 5:30 if you want to come over for a hot meal. Oh, hi, Amelia. Sorry, but it's been a long day. I got to work around 6. When I get home, I think I'll just crash.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They've really been running you ragged lately.
Tell me about it. I could just flop down on my bed right now and sleep for a couple of days.
Is there anything I can do to help you relax?
Just let me be for a few days.
Really? Because I would be more than happy to pamper you.
I don't need any of that. Seriously, just a night of rest and relaxation. Or just straight up sleeping.
I guess I can understand. Let me know if you change your mind. You always loved a good massage, and it gets you right off to sleep.
I know, but I'm so exhausted I think I'll be out as soon as my head touches the pillow. Give me a couple of days to just relax, then I'll give you a call.
Okay. I have to ask, did I do something wrong? Because it feels like you've been pulling away.
I've been working a lot.
Yeah, but you've always... Okay, I'll give you some time. Make sure to take care of yourself.
I will. Stay safe.
I will.
Hey, Camilla. I made a big dinner. Would you like to join me? We can have a little mother-daughter time.
I can't. I have to be at work in 30 minutes.
How are you enjoying the new job?
It's fine. I'll tell you about it the next time I'm at home.
Do you know when that will be? I haven't seen you in a few days.
I know, it's just easier to stay with a friend close to work.
I understand. Oh, did you talk to the school about going back to class?
Stop mothering me! I don't need you acting like I don't know how to handle schooling.
I've always had to remind you to take care of the paperwork for school. Last year, you missed the deadline for financial aid.
Keep reminding me, Mom. That will do wonders for our relationship.
I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm sorry if it comes across as me thinking you aren't capable. I will stop reminding you.
Thank you. I've been saying it for forever.
You only started this year, but I will strive to do better by you.
Sure, you say that now. But before long, you'll be babying me and acting like I'm an idiot.
Please, calm down. I'm not trying to offend or upset you.
Then just stop it. If you want to have a chance at having a relationship with me as an adult, you have to treat me like one.
I understand.
We'll see. I've been trying to get you to do that forever.
All right. Have a good day. Please let me know when you think you'll be stopping by again.
Sure. Now I have to get in and get to work.
I told you that I didn't want to see you tonight, but you just refused to listen and came over anyway. If you're hurt now that you've found out about Camilla and I, that's your fault.
Oh, right. It's my fault that you and my daughter betrayed me. Me being upset has nothing to do with you two being complete and utter trash.
What did you expect? She's hot and nearly 20 years younger than you. Of course I prefer her to you. I mean, she'll even be able to give me children.
You're absolutely disgusting. How could I have thought you were better than the teenage boys I couldn't stand?
You're just upset because your daughter's much hotter and fun to be around. Every time I talk to you, it's nag, nag, nag. Who wants to deal with that?
I reminded you of things you asked me to remind you about. And I asked you to handle things you promised to do. Believe me, I was getting really tired of feeling like your mother instead of your lover. The fact that you cheated on me instead of breaking up with me first, well, that says a lot about what an absolute a-hole you are.
You are lousy in bed, and you're lousy as a girlfriend. Consider us over.
Oh, as soon as I saw you naked with my daughter, we were over. Don't call me when things start to fall apart, Chris. Any love I felt for you is destroyed. Enjoy trying to force whatever sick fantasy you have with someone less than half your age. You're disgusting and are setting yourself up for being alone for the rest of your life. And I can't think of anyone more deserving.
Whatever, you bitter old hag. You're the one who's gonna end up alone. Because no man in his right mind will want someone who's as much of a buzzkill as you are.
Yeah, what man would want a mature woman who can take care of things?
That's the problem. You don't need me. You make me feel unnecessary.
Keep cycling through excuses. The reality is you are a creep, and you'll never be happy because women will constantly outgrow you. Eventually, you won't be able to trick anyone into believing you're actually a man worth having.
Sounds like sour grapes to me. I know that you're just jealous of your young, hot daughter, and you know that I'll never take you back, you old hag.
Whatever makes your fragile ego feel better. Oh, looks like your new girlfriend is getting upset that you aren't giving her attention.
She's far better for me and my needs than you.
She's gonna need to hear it a lot. You'd better run along and try to act like you can keep up with her.
You're just jealous.
Enjoy your empty life, Chris. And don't worry, there's no chance I'm gonna reach out to you again. That's so typical of you. Coming by uninvited, then acting like I'm in the wrong. He didn't want you here. Since you clearly don't understand boundaries, I would say you got what you deserve. I can't believe I never realized that you were growing up to be an absolute horror of a human being. Oh, that's rich coming from you. You get knocked up young, then raise the kid you had. I was your responsibility. You didn't do anything special. Now you're gonna play the victim because you don't like the choices I make? I've got news for you, Mom. The world doesn't revolve around you. My life used to revolve around you. Good news for you, Camilla. I won't be bothering you anymore. You've made your choice by betraying me, by sleeping with the first boyfriend I've had since your father died. I'm not gonna feel guilty about falling in love. And it's not my fault that Chris prefers me. I mean, what did you expect? I guess my expectations were too high, thinking you wouldn't sleep with your mother's boyfriend. From now on, you're on your own. And yes, that does mean you're paying for everything yourself. I don't need you now. Chris will pay for anything I want. And he doesn't expect anything from me. Oh, he'll definitely expect things from you. Here's his texts to me. You're just bitter and old. I'm not gonna listen to anything you have to say.
You can see exactly what I said from the texts. Those are his words, not mine.
He's only saying stuff to upset you. He doesn't actually mean anything against me. You can just stop trying to convince me to leave him.
I'm not gonna ever try to convince you of anything else again. As far as I'm concerned, you aren't anything to me.
Do you think I care if you disown me? I've outgrown you. Now that I have Chris, I don't need you anymore.
You could have told me earlier that you were such an ungrateful little wretch. Then again, until you stabbed me in the back, I probably would have forgiven you. Congratulations for finding a way to make me realize that I can never trust you. Have a good life.
I don't care what you do or what happens to you. I'll finally have my freedom. Hey, Miles. I was just wondering what you wanted for dinner.
I'm good with whatever you want to make. I just can't get enough of your cooking.
Hearing you say that is gonna get you more home-cooked meals.
Then you'll be hearing it more often. Seriously though, I know how hard you work. So I'm not gonna ask for meals every night. Just when you're in the mood.
You know I love watching you enjoy a meal. Besides, Tobin is out like a light after a couple of hours at the park. He leaves more time to cook. It's so therapeutic.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Probably not quite as much as I enjoy eating it though.
Well, bring home an appetite. Since you're leaving the meal up to me, I'm gonna pull out all the stops.
Just don't overdo it. I want some alone time with you, after spending some great time playing with our boy.
Oh, you make me feel so loved.
That's because I love you. We've both been through some stuff, but I think that's why we work so well together.
Keep up with that sweet talk and I may end up pregnant again.
Oh, I hope so.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd love to have at least one more with you.
If you can get your parents to watch our boy for a week, I'll take you on a vacation. Then whatever happens, happens.
You tell me when and I'll let my parents know. They'll be thrilled for some real time with Tobin. It may even be hard to get him back at the end of the week.
I'm sure we can give them a bit more time more often if they want. He'll be starting preschool soon, so it will give him a bit more time away from us. I worry that he'll have trouble leaving us when school starts.
I'm sure he'll be fine. And you're right, leaving him with my parents is a great way to get him used to being away from us.
Thanks for the chat. Sorry to bother you during work.
I love hearing from you. There isn't much going on here anyway. And remember, I love you.
I love you too. Hey, Mom. It's been a while since we talked. Is this Camilla? Because if so, it hasn't been long enough. There is a reason why I changed my number. Oh, come on. You can't still have a grudge. Chris and I were clearly meant to be. We're getting married, and I wanted to invite you to the wedding.
I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, you aren't my daughter. You're nothing to me.
I thought you would love me no matter what I did. What happened to that?
I didn't think that you could be so heartless and cruel. Learning what you actually were made it easy to stop caring about what happened to you.
Oh, come on, Mom. I don't have anyone else to invite from the family. You're my only family.
Don't you have a bunch of friends who are more important than me?
What are you talking about? You were always the most important person to me. I need to have my mother at my wedding.
You really are the biggest ingrate. Do what you want, but it has nothing to do with me.
What have you been up to?
That's irrelevant.
Seriously, you should be thrilled I'm asking you to come. I know you don't have any family either. I'm sure you and Chris can bury the hatchet, and then I might even let you help me plan. I mean, if you're willing to pay for stuff, I'm willing to let you pick your own dress for the wedding.
Hey, Camilla, this is Amelia's husband. You have really upset my wife. Don't contact her again. You have no place in our lives.
Wait, Mom got married? When? Why wasn't I invited to the wedding?
You were horrible to her, and I'm not letting an abuser like you back into her life.
Abuser? I never abused her.
You treated her terribly. She loved and cared for you, and you took her for granted. I am never letting you hurt her again. And just so you know, I'm a lawyer, and I'm known for being a bulldog.
She's my mother!
Look at the way you talk to her. You have your freedom, and she has hers. There is no place for you in our family.
I'm her daughter! You would want to get to know her children. It's not like such an old woman can give you any.
Actually, we have a child together and are working towards another.
Wait, I have a step-sibling? I should get to know her.
Go live your life, as far from us as possible. I'm gonna go take care of my wife since you've upset her.
But I need her!
It sucks to realize when it's too late to do anything about it, huh? Good luck with your creepy older guy.
Camilla didn't want to give up. It was only after my husband sent her a cease and desist letter that she finally stopped calling. But she and Chris knew that they couldn't let it go. She had dropped out of college and wasn't able to hold down a job. Chris's paycheck wasn't enough to cover everything they needed, and he wasn't happy that she wasn't working much. Clearly, they had not communicated about what they wanted out of the relationship, but neither was willing to admit that they should split. Camilla didn't want to prove me right, and Chris loved having a young piece of tail. It should be interesting for Camilla when she realizes that's all she is to him, but that's her problem. They tried to come to our house, trying to force me to pay for their wedding, and that went about as well as could be expected. Miles invited some friends over to drive them away. The fact that a couple of those friends were cops who were just getting off work, well, Camilla and Chris thought we called the cops on them. One of my friends kept in touch with them, and despite my saying I don't want to know what happened to them, she occasionally can't help herself. Apparently, they were marrying because she was pregnant. Things did not get better after the child was born. She said that they argue all of the time, but the fact that she's pregnant with her third shows that they really haven't learned anything. Miles and I are very happy. We have 2 children, and they're quite the rambunctious little guys. His parents love to spend time with the boys, and we are considering trying for one more. I'll be happy either way. As long as he and my children are in my life, I couldn't be happier.
Hey, sweetie. I was just wondering what you were planning to make for dinner tonight.
I think that we'll need to grab food today. Carter finishes practice in about 45 minutes, and Alice is working on a school project for about another hour. I won't be off work for about another 30 minutes, so I'm thinking takeout tonight.
You know how hard we're trying to be healthier. Why would you even suggest that?
I don't have time to make food, and we don't have any leftovers that everyone will eat.
Maybe you need to start cutting back your work hours so you can properly take care of the house and family.
It would make more sense for you to cut back, since I make almost 3 times more than you.
You are the wife, so that kind of thing should be on you. I mean, you already take care of so much of that.
We are not having this conversation now. If anyone is cutting back, it will be you. I'm already doing a lot to help you guys with the diet you want to be on. If you want to take over meals, go for it.
But you've always taken care of the meals.
And you said that when you went on the diet, you would do more. Currently, you are failing to live up to your part of the agreement. And since you've rejected my idea for dinner, I'm gonna let this one be all yours.
But I just left work. I need some downtime after working so hard.
The rest of us are still busy. You're the only one with time.
Fine, I'll go grab something for people before going home. Will you be able to make it up to me?
Yes, I can give you more time with your children. Since you're already out of work, you can pick them up while getting the food.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll get the food, you get my kids.
Your kids? Don't you mean our kids?
Well, technically they aren't yours. You never did adopt them.
That's because you said you wanted to wait until they were old enough to choose to be adopted. I've been raising them since they were 2 and 4.
Notice they haven't chosen you yet. You should probably reflect on that. The fact that you put your work before family is something you should think about. Now, I'm gonna get dinner and hope that you start to reflect on your choices.
Don't worry, I will.
Good. Talk to you later.
Hey, Hazel. I need a ride to school tomorrow. Also, I need to bring 24 cupcakes for a class.
Okay, we can swing by the store on the way tomorrow.
Ew! I don't want store-bought junk. You know that we're trying to eat better. How can you even suggest that?
We don't have enough supplies at home to make that many cupcakes. And considering you're busy until 10, I don't know how you'll have time to make anything.
You should make it. I mean, you used to be more than happy to help with this kind of thing.
When you were 7 years old, you couldn't do it yourself. Now you're old enough to drive and will be an adult next year.
Oh, so you just want me to eat a bunch of junk?
You don't have to eat any of the cupcakes tomorrow. Between work and running you and Carter to different activities and making dinner, I don't have time to go to the store tonight. So if you need cupcakes by tomorrow, it's store-bought or nothing.
I can't believe you're being so petty.
No, I'm being firm. You didn't used to have a problem with that.
Fine. I'll ask Dad. Don't wonder why I cut you out of my life after leaving.
Why would you say that?
Because you've been acting like the devil stepmother our entire lives. I'm so sick of acting like everything is okay. It isn't. We hate you. And I'm very glad that you lost your baby a few years ago. You would make a horrible mother.
Did you just... You can't have meant that.
Oh, I absolutely do. My dad really dodged a bullet by not being permanently tied to you. This year you can forget about any of us celebrating you. You aren't our mother and you never will be.
Do you really mean that?
I do. And Carter feels the same way.
So you guys don't see me as your mother?
Not in the least.
Okay, fine. I won't act like your mother anymore. And don't worry, I'm gonna show your father these messages. That way he's not surprised when I don't try to engage as a mother anymore.
Oh, he'll be more than fine with it.
I hope so.
Good riddance.
I just texted with your kids. Apparently neither of them see me as their mother. I know, remember? I told you a while ago. I'm sorry I didn't realize just how bad it was. We seem to have such a great relationship. I don't know what happened. You can't force these kinds of relationships. If my kids reject you, then they reject you. It's only the last couple of years since this started. Before that, I thought that they... Never mind. If they don't want me to be their mother, I won't force it. Thank you. You should have just accepted that from the start. It's like you're trying to erase their mother. That upsets them and their grandparents. I never tried to erase their mother. We still have pictures of her around our house. We celebrated her birthday for more than a decade. You were the one who refused to celebrate what would have been her 40th birthday. That really hurt her kids and her parents. That alone upset everyone. I had to work. And it's not like Carter even remembers her. He was only a toddler. Besides, birthdays are for celebrating the living. See just how insensitive you are? We wanted to celebrate the life she had. She was important to all of us. We also celebrate her on Mother's Day. And your anniversary with her. Of course. None of that should upset you. It does, since they stopped doing anything for me on Mother's Day. You aren't their mother. Why would they celebrate you? Fine. I hear you loud and clear. I am not their mother. So I won't try anymore. That would be for the best. Just remember that you said that. Did you really just leave for work? Without making anyone breakfast? Yep. If you have an important meeting, you should have told me. Or better yet, you should have gotten up earlier to make breakfast. I got up plenty early enough to make my breakfast. Since it included foods not in your family's diet, there was no reason to make extra. Then you should have made something else for us. Why? Because that's your job. My job is running my company. You know what I mean. You're supposed to cook for everyone. I would cook for my kids if I had any. But I don't. So there's no reason for me to do that now. What? Are you really going to be that petty? Gotta go. My client's calling.
Have a good day.
Wait, Hazel, we need to talk about this.
I told you yesterday that I needed to go to school early. Now I'm late. And where are the cupcakes you were supposed to make? Oh, hey, Allie. From now on, when you need something, you need to talk to your parent. What? But you're supposed to take care of that stuff. Why would I bother Dad about it? I'm not your mother, so why would I do anything like that for you? Because you always have? Yeah, that is done now. Anyway, I don't have time to talk. See what your dad can do, and don't contact me when you need something. What is wrong with you? You have a responsibility to us. No, I don't. See what you said to me yesterday? I'm just doing what you wanted. I'm not gonna act like your mother anymore. I meant I don't want a relationship with you. You're still responsible for the same stuff that you've always done. Grow up, kid. Your entitlement is showing. Now go focus on getting stuff done and stop badgering me. But I expected you to do that stuff from yesterday. You have a father and grandparents. Hit them up for help. You're horrible. You're a monster. You're the evil stepmother. And I'm blocking you now. Going forward, you'll need to ask your dad for stuff. You wouldn't dare.
Why are you trying to ruin the lives of my children? Carter said that you didn't remind him about a project, and Allie didn't have a ride to her practice today. When we married, you agreed to do that kind of stuff for them. Yeah, we had a lot of agreements when we married. Since you failed to keep up most of your end of the agreements, and your kids are thankless brats, I don't see any reason to keep up mine. I mean, I'm not their mother, so how can any of you expect me to do the tasks of a mother? Because you always have. That's true. But since you guys have made it clear I'm not part of the family, I'm not gonna do all the extra work. There's nothing in it for me. You're living in my house, so you will do what I tell you to do. Is that really the way you want to talk to me? I'm still your wife. Right. You're the wife, so you should be doing what I say. We aren't having this argument. I have work to do today, since I have more time to grow my business. You need to start talking to your kids about what they need for classes and activities. Fine. I'll take care of my kids. Just don't be surprised if I end up divorcing you. Hey, if that's where we're heading, I'm not gonna stop you. Are you serious? Because I'm not serious. I can't believe you would leave me to be a single dad. Your kids are teens. All the hard work is done, so it should be easy. It's mostly just coordinating now. If you're gonna be petty, don't play down what I have to do. Because if it were that easy, you would still be doing it. It's not particularly hard, but it is a lot of time. Good luck. I'm getting back to work now. You'll need to handle your own dinner, because I'm not taking care of yours. That's fine. Have fun. Don't patronize me. What is this I hear about you refusing to take care of my daughter's children? Probably just that. I'm not their mother, and they don't want me to be their mother, so I'm not acting like their mother. Of course they don't want you to be their mother. They already have one. But you still have a responsibility to them. After all, you've been taking care of them for 13 years. They expect you to keep doing your job. I am doing my job. And now that I don't have to tend to those brats, I have plenty of time to focus on what matters to me. How dare you! Those brats, as you call them, are my grandchildren. And I won't have you talking so terribly about them. As far as I'm concerned, they're just my husband's kids. That means I owe them nothing. And if they act like brats, then I'm gonna call them out for it. I'm gonna call CPS on you. Go for it. I'll show them how you've been undermining me for years. How you helped to alienate them from me, despite the fact that I was the one raising them. You've been trying to erase my daughter from their lives. No, I've been trying to set up boundaries because they've been treating me worse over the past few years. If CPS were to come and talk to us, I would be just fine with that. You called them brats! That is something that will get the government to kick you out of my son-in-law's house.
I would be fine with that. Still got the house I bought before marrying him. I'll just move back there. And I'll stop paying for the bills, the cars, the birthday presents, all presents, and the mortgage. I mean, none of the stuff in that place is mine anyway. Not the house, the furniture, or the kids.
Why, you wretched little beast! Why would you leave my precious son-in-law and grandchildren in a lurch? Just because you feel excluded?
Well, you guys have all let me know that I'm not a part of the family. I don't know why I should care if I don't waste any more money on people who aren't family.
You are horrible!
Hey, I'm not planning on going anywhere. But if you want to threaten me with CPS or legal action, I've no problem taking my money elsewhere. I mean, I've always wanted to travel, and raising kids that don't care about me has wasted a lot of my time.
We're going to have a family meeting to see how we can get rid of you. We're gonna take you to the cleaners.
Good luck with that.
Did you know what your kids were planning?
Did my kids plan something? I mean, I'm so busy being a father, I can't be aware of everything.
They messed with the inside of my car. I got into an accident.
Oh, no. I guess that's gonna mess with your busy schedule. If you were taking care of them, like you should be, they wouldn't have had time to do anything to you.
Are you serious? I'm in the hospital because of them.
Wait, what? Why? Are you being melodramatic? Because I can't believe you got hurt that badly.
My arm and a couple of ribs are broken.
What? Oh, I get it. This is a prank. You're trying to make me feel guilty. That's not gonna happen.
So you did know about it?
They were asking how they could prank you, and I said they could mess with your car. Now you're just trying to get back at us.
Oh, I haven't started to get even. You and your children are menaces.
And you're a horrible wife. And an even worse mother. Allie was right, it's best that you didn't have any children. That poor kid would have been miserable.
Are you serious right now? You're saying that to me? Right now, while I'm in the hospital bed? Because of a prank you and your brats pulled? Oh, I'm gonna have a field day with this divorce.
Stop being so sensitive. This is what you get for trying to change the family dynamic.
You guys aren't my family. As soon as I'm out of surgery and recovered enough, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Lawyer? What lawyer? I'm calling your bluff. You won't do anything, because nothing actually happened to you. Who are the men you sent to my house?
My movers.
Nothing in this house is yours. So what are they supposed to take? The air? Stop with this nonsense and come home.
I can't leave the hospital until I'm discharged.
Oh, you're still playing that game. Just stop. I don't feel guilty, and my kids were actually saying how much nicer it is without you here.
Good. Let's make that permanent.
As long as you keep paying for stuff, then I think that is probably for the best.
Are you really that much of an idiot? I'm gonna prorate my end of the bills. And since I've been paying for the mortgage for the last 6 months, I'm not gonna give you anything. Technically, you owe me for that. But I'm willing to ignore that for now.
You can't be serious. I can't afford this place on my own.
Sounds like your problem, Blake.
We're married. You can't just ditch your responsibilities. You owe your family more than that.
I don't have a family. All I have is an ingrate of a husband who has used me for years until his kids were pretty much grown. And since your kids never wanted me to adopt them, I won't owe you anything for their care. Hit their grandparents up. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help with their grandkids.
I can't ask them for money. You know that. They nearly destroyed me before I met you. They tried to control everything. I was on the verge of going no contact with them when my wife died.
Oh, is that why you married me? Easy target who wanted a family and had money to help? I feel like such a fool.
You are my wife, so you have to do what I say.
Don't worry, I'm gonna fix that up as soon as legally possible.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll contact you when everything's ready. Until then, leave me alone.
You're my wife. I'm not gonna leave you alone. You come home right now.
Moron, I'm in the hospital and I haven't been discharged yet.
If that were true, you would have asked me to come see you.
Why would I ask you to visit me in the hospital when you're part of the reason I'm here? My doctor just returned, so I have more important things to do than worry about you and your kids.
I'm not done talking to you. Hazel, talk to me.
What is going on? I have no idea, Martha. I'm done with anyone related to you. Blake just called to say that he and my grandkids are getting arrested. Yeah, there should also be divorce papers, although that's a different court. My lawyers said that Blake had the papers a few days ago, but I never heard back on that one. Blake burned them. Now you're trying to bully him into signing for the divorce on your terms, aren't you? Oh, you poor, pathetic old woman. The police arrested him and his kids because they sabotaged my car. I was seriously injured, so I believe they're being hit with grievous bodily harm. What? There's no way that would happen. They did no such thing. The cameras on the house and in my car say differently. It was an easy case for the cops. You have to drop the charges. No, I don't. And even if I did, the other driver and his 10-year-old got hurt when I hit their car. There's no chance he's gonna drop his charges. You have to do something! I'm doing everything I can. Besides getting divorces and pressing charges, I'm looking into what else I can do. That's not what I mean! My grandbabies can't have a record! Their mother would never have been so cruel! Well, as you guys have made it clear, they were never mine. I love them like my own, but even I have limits. But on the plus side, you can get your two little jailbirdies out. They're young, so I'm sure the system will go lighter on them. And that will give you grounds to get custody. Blake is looking at some real time for what he did. How can you make my grandbabies criminals? We will never forgive you! I won't lose any more sleep over it. Have a nice life, Martha. My words did sow the seeds, and just like I predicted, Blake ended up getting 3 years for his role. His daughter was charged as an adult since she was the one who cut my car brakes. They did go lighter on her, but she won't be returning to high school since she'll be in jail for prom and graduation. Carter mostly got community service, and then ended up with his maternal grandparents. If he thought jail was bad, he learned just how much worse it was growing up with his controlling grandparents. Prison guards have nothing on them. When Allie finally got out, she ended up living with her grandparents for a few months. Apparently, living with them wasn't what she wanted at all. Without me as a common enemy, they were a lot tougher on her. She moved in with her boyfriend, and last I heard, she was pregnant. The divorce went through while Blake was in jail. The only reason he kept the house was because Martha and her husband bought it. Looks like he'll be under their thumb for the rest of his life. He'll be paying for my medical bills and therapy for a very long time. Something that will be much harder since no one is going to want to hire a convict with his history. After that disastrous marriage, I focused on work. And when I least expected it, I found the love of my life. He's a detective, the one who helped on my case. He's really sweet, and we're talking about marriage. I still want kids, but for now I'm enjoying getting to know him. That was my big mistake from my first marriage. And for now, we're having a lot of fun.